I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you
With the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
A gain of 2.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Here's Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Jets at 2-8 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go, son. 319. Angel. Go.
To throw is Fields. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here we go. 19 shot. Hey, never mind. Monday.
Here's Fields. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
319 tonight.
Play action. It's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Willis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. 575. 319 tonight.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Don't jump. Ready? You got 222.
Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, can. 11. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
319 tonight. No mas. Hey, can. Bunch right. Go.
Now Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go. 222, 222. Hey, can.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
After on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Raymond, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go. 319, can I see that? 11.
Fields. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 58, we'll see his that. Go.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Don't jump. 319, can I see that? Delta. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
319. Alpha. Hey, can. Can I?
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. Mayday. Right.
Again, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now Narveson for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14. Dolphins 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action, Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Up the middle, H.M. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Willis. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. A shotgun snap, Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, set.
From the 50, here's Fields. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out, let's go. Mayday. All right.
Back to throw. Fields. Out to the right here to Wilson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3-yard pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
31-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 58, Blue 58. Hey, can. Tonight.
Fields throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll look to throw again. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he is caught down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Willis now off of play action. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Tyreek Hill, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-17.
Dolphins 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the break. Fields. This one deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go play action with Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
On the set.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Jets, 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This returnable now for Rivers. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side.
He's got a man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
7-yard line.
331. Hey, Ken. All right.
Now it's Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
4 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Angel. 319. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
Here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Good. Go.
Here's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
17 yards.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
No mud.
On play action, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
4 yards. That's another Jets. First down. First and 2.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. 3 small. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they kind of keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A give left side. Here's Achane. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Caught by Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
You got a mini base. Why not? Go.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And check down, complete to Hall. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Monday.
To the air again, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett
at the 31-yard line.
Matt, here we go. Go win, 158.
Fields now to throw. From the left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 30 yards. And the Jets have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The first half we were treated to a lot of points. So far in the second half we've seen more of the same.
If you play on offense, this is your kind of game. You've accumulated a whole lot of points, statistics, feeling great about things. Makes me wonder, though, halftime, defensive coordinators, defensive coaches.
Maybe nobody was listening.
Adjustments. Tell you what, you hear this sound? That's the sound of the game plan on defense for both sides. Just tear it up and throw it out. They haven't figured out anything.
He shredded it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Play fake. Here's Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Willis now off play action. Oh, looking for Waller, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Garrett Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, back to H.A. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Now Willis to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down, Miami.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
They'll give this to H.A. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
H.A. here, they stay on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon H.A. punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Willis will try and throw for this. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Blue 58, blue 58.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Yep.
Out of the gun, Fields. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's got this down to the 35. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Here we go. Green Knights, tonight.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mayday. Here we go, we're good. 222. Hey, Ken.
Now Fields. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
That's good for a Jets.
Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
Here's Hall again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Go, ready? Green Knights, go.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
49. Dolphins 37.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing, Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.